Yo. Hello. What's up, AT Mahina? What's going on? Is makes 100% sense and is French? Headcanon. I don't think it's French, actually, but feels French. Could be French. Gonna make quinoa. Nice. Nice. Alrighty. When love with their own, they say goodbye. Think I had a hangover. Only had 4 or 5 ounces of wine. Damn. Man, I haven't drank in a long time. I don't really drink, so that's why, plus my tolerance. Things is usually very low. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, it never took me a lot to get buzzed, but also I would never get, like, wasted no matter how much I drank. I always felt pretty, like, grounded and collected. I never blacked out or anything back in the day. Could always drive just fine. Bet you wouldn't expect that you're supposed to do this here. I miss it though, dude. I really think I need to get out and socialize more. I think that's like a pretty important component that's missing from my life. I was thinking about this last night. Like, man, I like don't talk to or see anyone outside of work and you guys. I used to have a pretty vibrant social life. Lots of quote-unquote friends. But now I don't know. I don't have it in me. Like, my coworker, who's also my friend, plays shows and stuff still. And it'd be pretty easy for me to just say, hey, can you put me on the guest list so I don't have to pay? Sometimes he plays them, like, within walking distance of my apartment, too. But the thought of going to a music concert show, having to talk to people that I don't trust anymore, I don't know. That was my entire social life, was shows and the music scene. And of course, that sometimes I would hang out with some people outside of shows as well, but I knew them through music scene stuff. Now that I'm not involved in the music scene, I don't know nobody. And I know that it makes a difference because I always have fun at the work parties. I always have fun at our work parties and laugh, and I'm like, wow, I feel pretty good. Hey, Robert. Do you think you'd want to get involved with something else then? I mean, I've dabbled with the idea over the years. I keep up with this, like, IRL anime club. This IRL regional anime club that has all sorts of events all the time. Oftentimes they're not necessarily close by, or they don't fit with my schedule or cost money. But I don't know. It's really, really hard to go to something like that not knowing anyone. To their credit, they make it they seem very welcoming, and it seems like they do put effort into making sure people feel safe and comfortable to get involved solo. But yeah, there just hasn't been anything lined up, and I still just have trust issues. Like, I don't feel like I can be open or vulnerable still. I'm still not in a place where I feel like I could just go to something like that and be ready to let anybody in. A legendary sacred animal, Fila, vengeance and a curse from 18 years ago, are brought back today. Your past experiences have no meaning here. Now go! Y'all gotta yell at me. You gotta yell at me, Chief. Hey, we're back into jungle. I'm walking in a deep forest with a map in my hand. Human exploitation has not reached this forest, but it gives me an impression of unease rather than a feeling of nature's freedom. Alone for half a day in the dim forest makes me imagine that something is crawling up my leg, or someone is assaulting me from behind. Sneak attack. Before I knew it, I was quickly walking. I thought I walked through to find Dr. Rosensteiner's house, but I didn't. Why would someone live in such an eerie place? I recalled the short profile of the doctor. Michael Rosensteiner, 19XX. In Mega Man games, when it was like 20XX, I always thought that was like the year, literally. Like, dang, they use X's in their years. But it's supposed to be a placeholder. Now, there were adults making friends a lot harder. It used to be so much easier, because it's hard not to have trust issues. Yeah, it's really hard to make friends. It's really hard to, like, feel motivated to go out when time feels so limited and money also is limited. Everything costs money. I feel like it's going to be a waste. And to be fair, I'm not basing any of that off of nothing. You know, I was involved with the music community in multiple states over the course of damn near, 15 going on 20 years. And went to countless shows. Some of them I have amazing memories of. Others, you go, you stand outside, you smoke, you talk to people you'll never see again, and then you go home. And nothing of value was gained or lost. That said, most of my lifelong friendships I met through music somehow. So, I mean, the percentage is a little bit, I don't know. The ratio of amounts of people you meet versus the amounts of people who turn out to be like a genuine, long-lasting connection of any kind. And it doesn't necessarily even have to be long-lasting for it to be valuable. I mean, I used to go knowing that it was all kind of going to be shallow connections and friends for the night types of scenarios. And I was fine with that. And maybe I should get back to being fine with that, but I don't know. Out of 100 friends, you may only get 1-2 true friendships remaining after 10 years. Yeah, and I mean, by that standard, I'm pretty lucky. I've more than 1 or 2 true friendships that I met through the music scene. Sadly, none of them live where I live. And the true friends that I did have here in this town, those ain't my friends no more. I don't even know where the hell they're up to these days. One of them texted me around Christmas, and some of my old music from my previous project had been taken off of streaming. Just due to kind of like laziness on my part and the distributor changing some policies. So a lot of the music was taken off. And it was nice that people cared. Like, I got some messages from people like, hey, why isn't this on streaming anymore? Put it back. But yeah, there's one guy who I was like really close with. He was one of my best friends really out here. Until he wasn't. Basically just yeah, I'm sure priorities in his own life changed, and he basically just stopped showing up for me. He made other friends that were more exciting or whatever. Maybe, you know, he could have been all sorts. It could have been less cynical things. Maybe he just fucking beat down from work. Maybe he was in a bad relationship that he didn't want to talk about. Who knows? But I basically gave up trying to maintain my connection with him at some point, a couple of years ago, maybe year and a half, couple of years. Basically just stopped. Like, I would reach out to him occasionally up to that point and just get very little back from him. So I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm done. I'm not gonna text this guy anymore. And so I haven't talked to him in probably like a year or something. I saw him in person once last year, maybe 6 months ago or so. 6, 7, 8 months ago. Because I was near his work doing a gig for my own work. And I was messaging him like, hey, I'm like right here, are you at work? And so met up with him for like 15 minutes. That was nice. But there was resentment for sure that I felt talking to him. And I was trying to tell him like, yeah, I don't like fucking see anybody anymore out here. Like, yeah, I don't hang out with anybody. All I do is just play games or stream or whatever. And yeah, I mean, I didn't go anywhere. I was hoping that he would invite me over to like his new place sometime, but he didn't. So anyways, fast forward around the holidays when my music was taken off of streaming, he finally texted me. He's like, Merry Christmas, dude. But why is this song not on Spotify anymore? And I didn't know how to feel. I was like, so you just getting like, okay, it's nice that you care about the music, but do you care about the song more than your friendship with me? Because that's kind of how it seems. I didn't say that, of course, but like, if you're texting me because you want something instead of texting me to see how I'm doing or if I wanted to hang out, like, just don't fucking bother, dude. He didn't even fucking ask about me. He just asked about the song that's not on streaming anymore. Like, it's nice that you enjoy my music that much. That you... And maybe he was trying to be good intentioned and extend some kind of olive branch or something. But I was like really tempted to just not even reply. But I couldn't bring myself to do that. So all I said was like, hey, Merry Christmas, dude. And explained that it was off because of the distributor issue. And that it might be back soon. And that was it. I didn't really say anything else. I didn't ask anything, just the explanation. I was kind of cold. Normally I probably would be more, you know, silly or something. Yeah, he didn't reply to my reply. I haven't heard from him. It's too bad. I loved that boy. Wherever he is. Hope he's doing well. And he's just one of many in this fucking town that decided they weren't interested in investing in their friendship with me anymore. And you know, if someone's, I always feel like I have to couch this by saying, if someone else were to say this, like, man, everyone just stops being friends with me, I don't know why, I would, you know, at least be asking in my head, like, is it because you're doing something to upset people that makes it so they don't want to be friends with you anymore? And I asked myself that when I was initially going through all of this turmoil with friendships falling out over seemingly nothing. Just one day deciding they were bored of me. Or people weren't there when I needed them, you know? And I was questioning, like, did I do something to these people? And for the record, it's not like a singular group. These are people that, for the most part, weren't necessarily like close friends with each other. It was like people that knew each other. Like, I knew all these people pretty much for the most part knew each other. But it's not like everyone that stopped fucking with me were on the same team. You know? It was all like independent, different people. But the answer to that question is no, I didn't do anything to them. They just, I don't know, people change, and it's really unfortunate timing. I think it was just really bad timing. Anyways, the Fila is a carnivorous animal with wings similar to a griffin. His theory voids the established theory of evolution through his discovery of Fila is publicized as a living fossil. Siri, I'm not talking to you. Gains sudden fame, but no information other than his research paper is available. Very little is known about him. He lives in the Alfurgen forest with his only daughter. Fila, a very rare animal, piqued interest by its appearance and the story of its capture more than the research did. It was 18 years ago. Whoa, cool dog. I was a student then and was excited to hear the stories of the mysterious beauty and power of the large winged Fila. Some people said that Fila was worshipped as a sacred animal in Zaire. And if it stared into the eyes of a person, that person would lose his will and his ability to think. And while confused, he would fall sound asleep. Some said Fila spoke like a human. Many rumors spread, one after another. And finally, Dr. Rosensteiner captured a Fila despite objections of the local natives. He brought home this beautiful and rare animal by transporting it from the interior of Zaire across the ocean. It was like an adventure story I read in childhood and made me very excited. However, the reality did not seem to have been so exciting. The few interviews that I conducted so far presented only negative impressions. I want you to know that I am not his friend. It is true that I used to be his friend, but He stopped associating with me since he came back from Zaire. This guy's having social issues too. I have no idea why he did. Damn. Too relevant. As far as I know, he broke off the relationships with all of his friends. When he just got back from Zaire, I happened to see him, and he looked as if he was sleepwalking, his eyes looking nowhere. I was concerned and went up to talk to him, but he didn't even turn around. He just mumbled, "Forget about me," and went away.
What? An interview with Dr. Rosensteiner? Give me a break. I don't want to be reminded about ancient history such as the Doctor and other related topics.
Well, I'm warning you. You better stay away from Dr. Rosensteiner. Are you going to see him for an interview? Why now?
Just between you and me, I think the Doctor is a lunatic and a murderer.
There was something kept from the public 18 years ago, when he was considered a hero. It would be a scoop if you published it now, but that's all I could say. I saw many reporters who were covering the Doctor die of strange causes. No matter how much they may pay you, you should quit if you don't want to die. Hello, Jamail? Are you busy as usual? Hi, Scorabus? I just finished a story this morning. I'm sorry to bother you when you're tired, but I need you to help very bad. I need your help very badly. Including the preparation, it may take about 2 weeks. Can you squeeze it in? Just a minute, let me check my schedule. The caller was the editor of a magazine, Natureland. He gave me interesting assignments once in a while. Natureland is a serious magazine about nature and the environment. I'm a freelance writer. It's my policy not to decline any offer if my schedule permits. I looked at my appointment book and it looked pretty tight. Normally I would decline, but my instinct told me to take the job. When my instinct picked a job, it always turned out to be exciting. I replied without hesitation. Okay, I can manage, and what is it about? About Dr. Rosensteiner. Do you remember? He brought a strange animal from Zaire 18 years ago. Sure, it was Fila, right? I wanted to see it before it became extinct. Right, we decided to feature Zaire in our magazine. The headline read, Homo sapiens originated in Africa. We wanted the Doctor to appear in the issue. As you may already know, he seems to be very hard to deal with. I think a lot of scholars are eccentric. Dr. Rosensteiner seems to be one of the worst ones. I hear he hasn't seen anybody recently.
You gotta stay gaming, bruh.
Hey, Funky.
No girl, just stay gaming.
Funky Rod just subscribed for 3 months.
I got my water bottle back. Hey, thanks for... Oh, that was a sub? Thanks, dude. I thought that was a hydrate. I'm so used to... Oh, wait. There it is.
Funky Rod just redeemed hydrate.
I've built a habitual reaction. I've got like PTSD for hydrate spam. Now every time I get an alert, I'm thinking it's hydrate. Hey, thanks for the sub though. That's nice of you. The only material we have about Fila is the Doctor's research paper. For some reason, the party of researchers kept quiet about this. All we know is that he found Fila in Zaire and brought it home after causing a lot of trouble with the natives. Even I know that. It is off the subject, but I know he used to have a wife and 3 children. However, only 1 child survived. Only 1? We want to cover these mysteries about him in this issue. That's why we chose you, Jamail. You are the toughest. I see. At least we made an appointment with him. I'll fax over his profile and the map to his home. I'll pay you double, so I expect you to get a good story from you. Paying me double? That means it's going to be a tough assignment. Yeah, I hope everybody's having a great day out there. Dark in this forest. I kind of want to play some Rad later, if enough people come through. If we could finish 2 more vignettes, then we'll totally be able to finish this tomorrow. I mean, if we really locked in and wanted to, we could finish it tonight. I'm guessing there's probably 2 hours left, maybe? Depending on my play style. 3 hours if I get distracted like I already have. Hello, I'm Jamail, a journalist. Looks like Angelica. Thank you for coming such a long
distance. Please come this way. My father's waiting for you.
Hey, what's up, Doc? According to my paper, he's supposed to be 60 years old, but he looks older. Besides, he looked very tired. Nice to meet you. I'm Jamail from the magazine Natureland. Thank you for granting the interview. About the interview, is it alright with you if I begin right now?
Oh, that's all right. Are you from the magazine Natureland? You've come far. Did you get lost?
No, I didn't, luckily.
I'm Rosensteiner.
Did my daughter introduce yourself to her already? Dude, I'm so bad at impressions. What? Did my, how does the guy talk from Rad, the scientist? Did my daughter introduce yourself to her already? Her name is Eliza. Eliza. I gotta practice off stream.
They told me over the phone that the interview will take 2 to 3 days. I prepared a room for you. Eliza will show you where to put your belongings. Have her show you around the house. Let's start today's interview after that.
Thank you, that's very kind of you. Please come
this way.
Oh, brother. We gotta stay in this dude's house? This is not gonna be good. I like that this is different from the prison and jungle. We're back in another house, finally. Creepy music. I heard your father was a difficult person to deal with. But he wasn't. People
always misunderstand him. He's actually shy and takes good care of other people.
I thought he looked very tired.
Yes, many things have happened recently.
Is that like super annoying?
I wish you had never gone to Zaire.
If you don't mind, can you tell me about it?
I'm sure my father would tell you during the interview.
Question mark, question mark, question mark?
I feel my father will explain everything to you, Jamail.
That'll be great.
dining room. It's really too big for the two of us.
Creepy music. I like that.
This is the only bathroom. You can use this one.
Huh? Blood? Why is there blood outside the bathroom? Ah!
I thought I'd wiped that thoroughly. I didn't notice the spot under the mat.
What happened?
The other day I cut my finger with a razor. I cut it pretty deeply and it bled quite a bit.
Uh-huh, sure. I believe you. Whoa.
We stored some of my father's collections here. Most of these are from Zaire.
Whoa, badass.
You were fascinated by Fila's magic, weren't you?
I couldn't keep my eyes off of it.
This Fila is stuffed and not alive, but it still possesses so much power.
How much more power would the living Fila have had?
My father and the people of the village were all fascinated by Fila.
Are you talking about the village where the doctor found Fila?
Yes, that's right. Fila was the guardian for the people of Kalana. Kalana is geographically isolated from the rest of the world. Fila and the people coexisted in the area peacefully for a long time, and the peaceful life of Kalana was destroyed by my father and his party.
Damn, that sucks.
When I come here, I feel I can understand why my father pursued Fila.
Mask. Hey, that's from the other vignette. You remember that? When all the tribespeople killed each other? The hallucinating tribespeople. Eliza, what are the stick and mask for? You should keep your hands off them.
They used to belong to a shaman of Kalana Zanu. They were made of Fila's feathers, claws, and skull. They seem so eerie to me.
It's quite natural for you to feel that way. Because if they used to belong to a shaman, I'm sure they were used for spells and prayer.
I also heard the Zanu killed himself. That makes me even more afraid of them.
The shaman killed himself? Why did he do that?
I don't know the details. You should ask my father during the interview. This is part of my father's collection. They all look weird, don't they?
You look weird. Question mark? I don't know what that was about. Was it blood on the Fila?
There's a toilet next to the stairs. We're sorry if it's not in the washroom. This is your room. I hope it's not too small. This is my room. Please don't hesitate to come in if you need me.
I put down the briefcase and hung my jacket in the closet. I pulled out a notepad and wrote some memos. Memo 1. Is the great amount of blood in the bathroom really Eliza's? Memo 2. What was that feeling when I touched the mask? Memo 3. What was that on the claws and fangs of Fila? Memo 4. Why did the shaman kill himself? Memo 5. Why did the doctor who always refused to see people agree to be interviewed? My instinct as a reporter was telling me that there was something wrong. See if we can't snoop around. Can't go over there.
Did Eliza show you around the house?
Yes, she did. May we start the interview now?
Sure.
I believe the editorial staff at Natureland told you about the point of the interview. I'd like to ask you mainly about Zaire. First of all, how many years ago did you go to Zaire?
When I was young, I went between Africa and here many times. I visited Zaire often. But 18 years ago, I stayed there for a long time in search of Fila.
I heard you formed a large search party then.
Yes, I did. I was going to stay for a while, so I brought my family. I was stupid.
Did anything happen to them?
They were killed in Kalana, Zaire.
Kalana? That's the village where you found Fila, wasn't it?
Yes, my wife and 2 children were killed there. 18 years has passed, but I still remember those days like yesterday.
Were they killed by an epidemic?
No. There was some trouble with the people in Kalana when I tried to catch Fila. They were killed then.
Where was Eliza born?
In Kalana. She was born 1 month before my wife was killed. God took my wife and 2 children, but he left Eliza with me.
Should I stop the interview?
I'm sorry. Remembering my wife and children, I can't continue the interview. Can we do it tomorrow?
No problem. Sorry to ask such painful questions.
That's all right. You have some time before dinner, so why don't you take a walk?
Sounds like a good idea. This game's cool. I feel kind of bad for progressing when people aren't around. Church bell? I almost wonder if we should come back to it later. This seems like a good one. I'm gonna stand up, use the restroom, think about it. Thanks for hanging. Give me just a few minutes and I'll be right back. Oops. Alright. I'm back, and I think I'm going to switch to something else for a bit, because this game's too sick to play when nobody's watching. I mean, not literally nobody, but... Hey, Clover. How's everyone? I'm good. Trying to decide what to play now for a bit, and then revisit Juggernaut in a little while. Cold glass of Coke and some chips. Hell yeah. That's awesome. I got a 12-ounce Arizona green tea here that I haven't cracked yet, but I will. What to play for a little bit. Dot hack is what I'm leaning towards. Water. I don't want to play something. I don't know what to play. Godhand dot hack. Mm. We could check out this game Kagero Deception 2 for a little while to fill some time. That feels pretty low stakes. Just to check it out. I want to play something that's engaging and interesting to watch and isn't going to be like something people have to see at the same time, you know? Let's check out this game. Oops. Wow. This game has 8 viewers currently on Twitch out of 294 followers. This game's called Kagero Deception 2. Sorry, there might be some slowdown while I'm changing stream settings. Yeah, so this is kind of like a Hydration Nation attack this Lala. I don't have enough points. So this is Deception 2. It's the follow-up to Deception 1 on PlayStation. And it's kind of like a puzzler. Like, it's like a real-time... It's like playing Mousetrap in real time. It's like a tower defense, kind of like a tower defense Mousetrap simulator. I've never played it before, and I have always been curious because I think it has cool aesthetic, but I've always just kind of assumed I'm gonna suck at it. Monster Rancher FMV? Whoa, sweet. Check that out. Monster Rancher rules. Yeah, I figured we could explore this for an hour or so, or until we get bored. Then go back to Juggernaut when more people are around. This here is an FMV preview of the game Monster Rancher. I didn't know this was on here. Monster Rancher was dope on PlayStation because you could generate monsters using real CDs. So while the game was running on your PlayStation, you would take out the disc and insert like fucking Mariah Carey Christmas album, and it would generate a monster. It was a monster raising battler game. Okay. So we've got start floor trap, start wall trap, ceiling trap, camp mode, parallel movement to the right, left, view mode, research enemy, forward, left, back, right. Okay, simple enough. Let's give this a try. Give this a shot. Name her. Miku? Millennia? No. Is there enough for Hatsune Miku? Nice, there is. Perfect. They knew we were coming. Or they knew we were on our way. This is a special immortal species with pearly blue skin and blue blood, called Timenoids, TMD. The TMD are superior to humans in every way. Lore. Eons ago, when humans were feral and lived in chaos, the TMD shared their wisdom in ways. The humans were grateful and respected the TMD for enriching their lives. Thus, the TMD gained power naturally. Most humans were content with their newfound peace and believed it would last forever. Text going kind of slow. Yokel says, "You wanted to see me, your majesty?" King Eclipse says, "Yes, it's time to put your human daughter to use." Oh, is that a girl or a dude? Or neither? Hatsune Miku, your consideration is kind, but is there a problem? Hatsune Miku is still young. She needs further education. She doesn't see the value of immortality or of our mission.
Don't focus on no girl, just stay gaming.
Arabe Assassin 13 just shared 20 bits. Mohina is gay.
Hey, thanks, A2. Yeah. Thanks for the 20 bits. I'll let her handle that one. I don't consider these issues to be problems. If she's not well educated, she'll remain a mere human. If not now, when? And how can we be so sure of her loyalty? It's difficult. We won't know until we put her to use, will we? Yes, sir. I will ready her at once, your majesty. Twitch got surveys. I got 100 bits, so I'm gonna spread them out. Nice. That's nice of you. Chapter 1. So, I got no clue what I'm doing here, but, the idea is between each mission, check out the map, the layout of the place. In all these places you can set traps. You pick out traps. Trap select. Looks like all the traps we own have been selected already. Trap plan. Rock drops, rolls across floor, breaks upon impact with the victim. Gas sweeps out, slowing victim. Wall advances 2 blocks at a time, pushes objects out of the way. Arrow shoots from the mask at the wall. Trap evaluation map? What does this mean? Times? Use times rank? Oh, use times.
Arabe Assassin 13 just redeemed hydrate.
Very nice. Just enough points to throw one out there, huh? Develop new traps? Looks like you need money or something. Yeah, you need money. Chapter 1, An Innocent Girl. I have no clue what I'm doing here. Your orders are to defeat all humans within this castle. When Time Noids came, humans were uncivilized and chaotic. That's us. We instilled order. They soon grew greedy and revolted. Humans murdered many Time Noids. I can't say any more. It won't be easy to kill these humans, but Hatsune Miku, you can do it. Oh, thanks. Man, where is everybody tonight? I think especially on the weekend, I just gotta stream later. It's hard though. This game looks really good, but is it French? Unfortunately, this one's definitely French. This is an altar. Touch the blue loon to heal an injury. The loon restores energy. You can use it once per mission. There are 4 rooms in this castle. Press circle to view the map. Let's review using traps. Set 1 trap each on the ceiling, floor, and wall. Press circle for trap set. Launch ceiling trap, wall, floor. Traps reset in time. Battle in every room at once to save time. Use room shapes and devices to set lethal trap combinations. This place is eerie. Why did the TMD call me here? Is this our first victim? Hello, is anybody here? Hello? This poor sap doesn't know what's about to happen. The human I invited seems to have arrived. They invited just a innocent villager to test their traps on. Hatsune Miku, please take care in battle. Trap set. So where is the human? Is he the red dot? Set trap for button. Oh, is that red dot there the guy? This is confusing. I think the idea here is you can do combos like this press wall. Wall advances 2 blocks at a time, pushes objects out of the way. You could use something like this to push an enemy into a trap that you set on the floor, for example. The invader's at the entrance. Do you know where it is? No. Hurry, you must go now. What? I said no, I don't know where it is. Oh, I accidentally triggered the trap.
moldy baguettes just redeemed hydrate.
Thanks, Moldy. Why can't I set a trap? Who's there? TMD called me, but someone else is here. Huh? Yes? No? Yes? Excuse me, but could you please call someone for me? Use traps to battle. Press circle for trap set. See, so now he's standing on our small bomb. And he's standing in the way of the arrows. So he could say small bomb. Now he can trigger the arrows to get... Oh, he sent him flying so our arrows missed. What is it? What's so strange? It's all so strange, I better go. Uh-oh, he's trying to run. Nope, you ain't getting away, son. We just killed an innocent man. Nice. Well done, Hatsune Miku. Keep up the good work. I'm not sure. I don't know what the lore is exactly here, but there's a race of beings called Time-Noids, and I think our king, our father, is the king of the Time-Noids. And the Time-Noids are like superior to humans because Time-Noids are immortal. And we're the king's daughter, but we're currently human. And I guess people try to, like, I don't know. Something happens. Perfect genocide. Death info. Dar. Speared by arrow slit. That was kind of satisfying, though. I feel like I'm just not going to be very good at this game, but we'll see. Slash. What do you want from me? I want you to look for someone. Ask another. I don't do menial tasks. It's not my style. Please, my husband hasn't returned yet. I'll pay anything. He hasn't returned from the castle? Let me explain. Hatsune Miku is evil? Something like that. Do a genocide run? Hey, coming right up. We got some money now. But I don't think we have enough for any new traps. Oh, we do. Attack wall. Wall violently thrusts out. Throws victims 4 blocks away. Fire arrow. Shoots from masks and ignites oiled covered victims. Magnet. Magnet slips down wall and attacks victims from 2 blocks away. Flash blinds victims standing within 1 block. Man. This is gonna be tough. I might need some internet tips. Can you be good, or do you have to murder everyone? I have no idea. I guess we'll just save our money for now. Chapter 2, Castle of Doom. This is the castle he visited? Wait here. I'm going with you. No. If there's a fight, you'll just get in my way. Don't worry, I'll do the job for a small sum. These are our next victims, apparently. Is anyone here? I never expected a girl like you here. I'm looking for a man. I don't know. Killed? What do we tell him? Do we be honest, or do we say, I don't know? Killed? You killed him? Why? How could you kill a fellow human? To kill human is my mission? There was no choice. To kill human is my mission. Why? You're human too, aren't you? Now I must kill you. Uh-oh. He's mad. Uh-oh. We made him mad. Alright. Oh, the small rocks charge slow. Mega rock. Try putting it up here. We gotta lure him up. Oh, I missed! Oh no. Ah. Uh-oh. Oh, I missed again. Oh no. Oh, I missed. Ah, I keep missing. This is cool though. Nice. He's almost dead. Where is he? Oh, he's behind me. Hit him with the slow gas. Blow him up. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah, get sent fucking flying. I can't die here like this. That was cool. This game's pretty fun. So far. Slash won't return now. I must find some help. Mission 2 clear. Nice. Perfect genocide. I remember playing a demo like this years ago when I was a kid.
Help me, please, Gaston.
You say Slash never returned.
You say Slant never returned. Where is the castle?
In the West Woods. Was dumb. Yeah, I would definitely not have been able to play this as a kid. Let's take the spike rock, I guess. Whoa, cutscene for buying stuff? Buying traps? Heavy claw. Landmine. What's the difference between this and the other one we had? Take the vase. You can drop a vase on a guy's head, Looney Tunes style. So for ceiling trap, we've got Mega Rock, Spike Rock. What's the difference between these two? Spike Rock does more damage, but they have the same charge time. Small bomb has quicker charge time than the landmine. Alright, next battle. Pursuit of friends. Gaston, do you think Slash was really killed?
Probably so.
I don't believe it. He can't be dead.
Get a grip, Hawk. You'll get us both killed too. We're here to avenge Slash, aren't we? Get it together.
Oh boy. I'm nervous. Where are they? Is there a guy up there? Yes. I'm feeling overwhelmed already.
You admit to the murder of a fellow human?
I did.
Then you're dead.
Damn! That really sent him flying. Oh, here comes two of them. Run! No, I got slowed.
It's nothing.
Oh, yeah. Ah, my arrow missed.
You've killed my friend.
Killed you too, buddy. Am I dying? Alright. Hatsune Miku seems to be doing well, doesn't she? Yes, Your Majesty. But why do you look so concerned? Even if she betrays us, she's limited to using traps, as you suggested. What? You aren't worried about her, are you? Are you? You aren't worried about her, are you? I understand. We cannot have our own children. You think of her as your own child, don't you? No, I am a time-noid. I abandoned such feelings long ago. Cool game. I'm gonna stand up and use the restroom. I don't know what to play. I'm kind of bored. I'm bored and feel like oops.
Funky Rot just redeemed Hydrate.
True. I'm bored and feeling like I don't know. Let me stand up. Maybe just switch back over to Juggernaut for a bit. Because I don't want to stream super late, but I also, like, I don't know. Let me throw on some tunes.
Hi, how are you? I'm fine.
Give me 5 minutes, everybody. I'll be right back. Thanks. Alright. So, I'm back. But, I still don't know what I'm doing. Wheel? What are we gonna put on the wheel, though? Kind of leaning towards just playing dot hack in silence. Just play some dot hack for a bit. Wow, the next place we gotta go to is level 20. I guess we're level 17, so we're not that far off. See if any side quests open up. Nope. Whoa. Damn. These guys fucking rolled up on us quick. Hey, Ancient Bones. How's everyone's Sunday? It was pretty good. Uneventful. Came close to finishing Kingdom Hearts 2, but then got filtered out by a final mix boss 1v1 fight near the end that I had to retreat from. So next time we play Kingdom Hearts 2, I'm gonna do some Olympus to grind up to level 47. So we can have that one ability that keeps you from dying to combos. Finished your Minecraft house? That's epic. Don't forget to post it if you haven't already. How about you, Ancient Bones? Uneventful? Yeah, same. Kind of weird that I started to like Minecraft more as I grew older. When I was a kid, I didn't find motivation to do anything. Yeah. Yeah, that is kind of unusual, huh? I mean, only the fact that you didn't like it as much as a kid. In a way, it makes sense, but also at the same time, kids love building stuff, playing with Legos. Usually it's the other way around, right? Be really into it as a kid and kind of lose interest as you become an adult. Did laundry, played guitar, that's it. Hey, not bad. Yeah, I didn't do anything besides stream earlier, and that's it. I mean, I don't know. I started today in a good mood. Because last night I felt like I'd made a breakthrough in terms of, like, being excited about scheduling things that would normally be not exciting. Like, I was looking into all these productivity type of apps and workflow apps for Mac. And I was getting excited to gamify my weekends, but I woke up too late today and couldn't resist streaming. I would have had to not stream in the afternoon in order to stick to the schedule I'd made for myself. Either that or just moved everything up, which I could have done too, but I don't know. It's okay though. I'm not gonna be too hard on myself. I think it's a pretty big thing to even just be, you know, find a way to get excited about doing stuff that I wouldn't normally want to do. And I've got tomorrow off too, I need to do my taxes though. Yeah, I think in a little bit we could switch back over to Juggernaut or Robot Alchemic Drive. Maybe after we clear this dungeon. I'd like to be able to finish Juggernaut tomorrow, but I don't really want... I'm not like super eager to play it unless, you know, I don't want to play it to where nobody sees it, you know? Like, we were playing it for a bit earlier, but it was so sick that I felt bad. Weren't many people around for it. Kingdom Hearts Allure and Sonic. Fondest childhood memory? Well, that's a tough one. I don't know if I could pick one as the fondest. I've many. I have to think about it. A lot of them have to do with video games, though, I can tell you that. Oops. Whether it's... I mean, I've told stories about going to my cousin's house before. A lot of those are really fond and inspiring memories for me. Man, it's tough. It's hard to really just single one out. Like off the top of my head. What about you guys? Anybody got any? Could say the time that I had my 8th or 9th birthday at this kind of like amusement center. It was called Planet X in Iowa. And or X Planet, something like that. They had like, it was a big warehouse type of place. They had bumper cars, laser tag, arcade, bounce jungles, rock climbing, and at my birthday party there, I beat Tekken Tag. No. Yeah. I beat Tekken Tag tournament on an arcade cabinet in front of all my friends. That was a pretty much a crowning achievement. Playing GameCube in my parents' basement in the summertime? Fuck yeah. The grow room, yeah. That was from my teen years, though. That was my adolescence. The secret grow room. Man, I feel like my buffs aren't lasting as long during this dungeon. Watching Sonic X at 7 a.m. on a Saturday. My grandma called me out to join them for breakfast. It was really nice out. That's fucking awesome. Yeah. Yeah, I always like the memory that I have of going over... There were these two brothers that I knew. And... I wasn't like really good friends with them or anything. I was more friends with the younger brother who's in my class. But I went over to their house and they had so much cool shit. They had a Dreamcast, Marvel vs. Capcom 1 and 2. And their grandma would go to like China or Taiwan or Japan. Or, I don't know. I don't remember what their family's background was, but she would bring back these Japanese Dragon Ball Z figurines that looked so freaking badass. And and the older brother knew how to watch unaired fan subbed episodes of DBZ on the computer. Fucking like, you know, 69 by 69p resolution, dial-up internet. I thought that was really amazing and fascinating. And one time I was watching a new episode on TV with them, and I said something, and the older brother shushed me. That's how serious Dragon Ball Z was for us. Like, we were watching this new episode, and I said something, commenting on something. He's like, "Shh, this is important." Yeah, I realized some time ago how all of my cherished childhood memories have to do with video games or anime in some capacity. I wonder why that is, aside from video games being awesome. Getting Final Fantasy XI was a massive moment for me too. Like, the anticipation was wild. Just the build-up. Between saving my allowances for months, and first I get the network adapter, then a little while later I finally get Final Fantasy XI itself, and yeah, you had to install it onto the hard drive. Final Fantasy XI came with a hard drive for the PS2. It came in this giant box. Like, let me see. Yeah, so Final Fantasy XI on PS2 came with this 40 gigabyte hard drive. I want to see the back of it. Yeah, imagine being a kid, you're waiting so long and you open up this huge box and you see this, like, whoa. Is this it? Yeah, this is the back of the box. Yeah, I mean, it's the size of a console, essentially. The box that it came in. Which is fucking, like, makes it seem really important when you're a little kid. I was probably like 12, 11. Came with a game in the hard drive. And yeah, it slid into the back of the PS2. Like this. You would screw on the network adapter to the hard drive and then it would just slide right in. This is also where that one guy used to stash his weed, if you recall from that Silent Hill 4 Weird Roommates video. The guy, when I was a teenager, the weed dealer that'd take us into the Panera bathroom and pull out a PS2 from his padlocked backpack. then open up the back of the PS2 where he kept the weed. Yeah, I don't really know where I'm going with this, but this shit was so serious. I saved up it for so long, and I would like read. I had some PSN magazines with this big Final Fantasy 11 expose pre-release. Oops. And I was so excited, and my imagination was just running wild, reading the descriptions, how you could have your own house and you have all these different jobs. You could be a carpenter or a warrior, and I don't know where. It'd be cool if I could find it, but it might be difficult. 2004, number 78. Magazine. Psh. Come on, man. Here we go. To be honest, I wish I had the money to play 11. I heard 11 was very convoluted when it came to a lot of the mechanics. Like, you gotta position yourself right and be in the right time to craft stuff. Yeah, I mean, 11 was a hard game. You couldn't play it solo. I mean, the hardest part of the game was just the grind of it. It took so long to do anything. And there was no fast travel the way that we know it today. White mages had a teleport spell that they could cast if they were to visit these certain points within the world, these gigantic kind of monuments. You could go there and interact with the monument, and it would add to your teleport list as a white mage. But you had to get there first, which was not easy most of the time. But white mages who had managed to get to all these places would go to a city and shout. They called it teleport taxis. They would advertise through the shout channel, like, basically saying, for a fee, they'll teleport you to one of these places if you want to go to there. And so people would pile into these parties together, pay the white mage, and that's kind of like how you could fast travel if you didn't already have that shit for yourself. Otherwise, you just gotta fucking hoof it. Or get a chocobo, which also wasn't necessarily easy to do. You had to get like a chocobo's license and pay for it, and money was really hard to come by. So most of the time for me, I was hoofing it to all these different zones. There was airship travel to certain places. But that was on like a timer. It was like every 30 minutes or something ridiculous. So if you missed it, you just gotta wait around. And then also you have to wait on the airship or boat. Like, it's not instant. It's a glorified load screen almost. Like, you gotta be on this boat for like 15 minutes. And sometimes, if it was like on the sea, if it was a sea boat, sometimes you'd even get really bad luck and a fucking giant kraken octopus would spawn on the fucking boat and kill everybody. And if you died in Final Fantasy 11, you leveled down. Potentially. You lost experience points. So, imagine you hit level 30. And you just traded all of your gear, all of your level 29 gear, you got rid of it. Because you stayed at a certain level for a long time originally. It took a long time just to get a single level. Could take you hours of grinding. So imagine you have all your level fucking 28 gear. You trade it all in. You're level 30. You hit level 30. You get rid of all your gear because you have to, because you don't have any money otherwise, but you need the level 30 gear. The only way you can get it is get rid of all your current shit. So it's like you're fresh, level 30, fully decked out. You go on the fucking boat. An octopus spawns in, kills you, level down. Now you're level 29 and you don't have any fucking gear anymore. Because you can't wear it. So now what do? You're broke, naked, dead. Laying on the fucking poop deck. Yeah. But even just to grind levels, you would have to wait around a long time. You'd have to get to the zone and shout like level 27 warrior looking for party. And depending on the job you were trying to level, you might be waiting a long time for a slot to open up in one of these camps in zones. You would, be up like 4 or 5, maybe even 6 players in a certain party, and you'd camp out in a certain spot in the zone. And there'd be all these other camps around, all these other groups of players. And you kind of have to like sometimes compete or wait for mobs to spawn and hopefully be the first one. So you'd have like a ranger or an archer or a rogue or somebody with ranged attack. They would go out away from the camp, aggro an enemy, and kite it back to where you guys are camped out. And this would sometimes lead to really fucking chaotic crises where, maybe like if fucking party gets wiped or some guy's running through the zone and is aggroing all these enemies. Maybe like the party gets here. Maybe this is the scenario. Party gets wiped. Last man standing is some fucking schlub, white mage or fucking like monk or something that can't fend for himself or raise anybody. So he's fleeing from the camp, trying to zone out to the next zone. So he doesn't level down and lose all of his shit. As he's running through the zone, he's aggroing all these different enemies. So now he's got a train running behind him. And, maybe another party that's witnessing this has to shout, train! He zones out. Now there's this gigantic pack of mobs near the entrance, and they're all walking back to their own predetermined positions, and as they go, they're aggroing every fucking party along the way. It turned into chaos. People just dying everywhere. Good times. Moral of the story, don't put your weed inside of a PS2, put it in the PS3. I don't know how you'd even do that. Anyways. Trying to see if this is the issue with the Final Fantasy 11 thing that I read over and over. This looks very familiar. Outbreak. Outbreak was one of the very few PlayStation 2 games that you could install onto the hard drive that came with Final Fantasy 11. There were a couple of games that would let you install it onto the PS2 hard drive and boot it up without the disc. So I rented Resident Evil Outbreak just for that. Just for the novelty. I installed it on my PS2's hard drive and was able to boot up without the disc. Is that stealing? Maybe. This seems... I'm not sure if this is the issue or not. Maybe it is. Piracy is not theft. Yeah, I thought this here was so cool. Whereas, you know, when you're a child or a young teenager, you're still trying to establish your own identity as a independent human. And there's nothing better than MMOs for allowing you to express yourself and feel like your own human or elven or Taru or whatever you want it to be. I don't recall if this was the one. It must have been, though. Maybe there's another one, too. I think there was like a PlayStation Magazine online issue that like covered a bunch of online games. I don't know. Whatever. I had so many of these. I still have these PlayStation magazines in a box somewhere. But yeah, I think there's a different issue that covered a bunch of online multiplayer games. I don't know. Whatever. But yeah, I read there was some issue that had a big Final Fantasy XI thing talking about how you could have your own little apartment room and decorate it with furniture and all this, and I was like so fascinated and excited. The anticipation of getting Final Fantasy XI after saving up all my allowances and then waiting for the thing to install, fucking taking all day long, and then the Squaresoft Play Online. It was called Play Online. Their like online service. It was such an arduous process even to just make a damn account on that thing. But yeah. Once I was in, I was fucking in. When it came to Final Fantasy XI. Then after that was Monster Hunter. Those were the two games that really devoured my life as a tween. Okay. Anyways, thanks for listening to my tangent. The other really cool thing about Final Fantasy XI was how you could have sub-jobs. And even unlocking the advanced jobs, you just couldn't. It was so, like, things were not explained at all. And you couldn't do it alone. You had to find help or hire help. I remember unlocking Samurai. I think that was my first advanced job that I unlocked. It took hours. You had to go do this side quest, go into this fucking cave. Have somebody who's really high level escort you. Yeah, I liked Samurai and Dark Knight and Warrior. It's funny that I used to be a tank main though in Final Fantasy XI and World of Warcraft. Well, until I wasn't in Final Fantasy XI. Because Dark Knight was not a tank the way it is in 14. In Final Fantasy 14, Dark Knight is a tank that uses a greatsword, but in Final Fantasy 11, It was a DPS that used a scythe. I mean, it could use a greatsword too, but why would you use a greatsword when you can use a scythe as a Dark Knight, you know? What do you guys want to do now? Juggernaut, rad. New email for Pyros. I think they're good to have. Don't know about playing them all the time, but it lets you experience things you normally can't. They're talking about video games. You are indeed right. Games are fun, but don't use terms like crap. There's even a saying, you don't need a knife to kill off a game maker. Just call it crap. Juggernaut, Juggernaut? Alright. Let me make sure I'm using the right reply. Peanut and cheese is so good. Are you someone that makes games? I've never heard of it. Never heard of the term crap? Games are fun, but don't use terms like crap. There's even a saying, you don't need a knife to kill off a game maker, just call it crap. Are you someone that makes games? Alright. Let me, Oh, here we go. Ooh. We got some new backgrounds. I'll keep the blue. I'm gonna stand up, stretch, use the restroom, then we'll do some Juggernaut. Oh, I kinda like this BGM. Yeah, alright. Let me, take a quick stretch. Appreciate you guys being here. I need to start just streaming later, especially on the weekends. It's tough to retain that discipline, though. Anytime I have something else kind of scheduled, it's really hard for me to do stuff beforehand. Anyways. Throw on some tunes here. Boom 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 boom. Oh yeah, party time. Bing, bing, bing. Okay, I'll be back in about 5 minutes. Thanks, guys.
私は誘拐されたことがある。なぜなら私が赤い靴を履いていたからだ。私を連れ去った人の瞳にはバーコードが刻まれていた。世界の果てに彼はさらってきた女の子で小さな劇場を作り夢を語る。観客が誰一人いない波打ち際で私たちは100年の孤独を演じる。バーコードの彼は誰も知らない再生のメロディーを口ずさむ。私たちはどこに生まれ変わるのだろう。夜空を越えて大人になる明日が来るから生まれ変われる。月が砕けて見えない夜空を越えて泳ぐより愛し合えたら生まれ変われる。永遠の花が咲くまで
Alright. Song's so dope. Alright, let's do this. What a gem of an album that is. Alright. Everybody got their lights turned off? Headphones on? Wow, this ambiance is thick. Sorry, just a sec. Alright. Hey, what's that tombstone doing there? Church? It is Sunday. Ooh. It was obvious that the priest was dead. The priest's black robe was slashed with some kind of an edged tool, and the blood which had spewed from his body was already dried out, turning dark red, and his eyes were gouged out mercilessly. Well, damn. That's not good. That seems bad. Guess I'll just go back home now. Doctor, The priest was killed in the church.
What? Now the priest?
Was somebody else killed?
Yes, he was the third victim. Oh, God.
Third? Hasn't the killer been caught yet?
No, not yet. Was the priest slashed many times and his eyes gouged out?
Yeah. How'd you know?
Just a lucky guess.
Yes. The other people were killed the same way. How barbaric.
The police are saying that the wounds could be from a bear. But it can't be a bear. A bear wouldn't gouge out eyes, would it?
Doctor, are you alright? You should rest a little. I'll report to the police myself.
Please do, thank you. The phone is in Eliza's room. Have her call for you.
Alright. See ya.
Me, 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 me.
Can it be a bear? Bears aren't Christian? Well, if bears are atheists, maybe it could be a bear, though. If they hate God like that, you know? I feel like bears would be. There is definitely something like hardcore atheist about bears. Extremist. Great tunes. I like the background music. Can I talk to you for a second? Eliza, can I use your phone? I need to call the police.
Has anything happened?
The priest was murdered at the church.
Oh no.
Eliza, you must calm down. The killer is on the loose and we must report it to the police. Before there's another victim.
Of course.
Also, can you order a pizza while you're using the phone?
Oh no.
What's wrong?
The phone isn't working.
Where's the police station?
It's in a
Town 50 miles away. What? May I use your car? What? Are you leaving now? Yes, I am. Please put it off till tomorrow. I don't feel safe staying home with only my father. Besides, the car isn't in good shape. I don't want it to break down before you get there. I understand. Yeah, the priest's corpse can wait till tomorrow. No big deal. I left Eliza's room. Why do today what you can put off till tomorrow? Is unfortunately my primary lifestyle of choice. Allegedly. It's allegedly my choice. Hey, Silent. It's getting late. I can't sleep. I tossed and turned in my bed and finally fell asleep. What? You just said you can't sleep. Woo. Tripping. Was it you who called me a little while ago? Hey, just returning your call. Was that you that called me? Who are you? I am Xanu. Xanu of Kalana. Oh, I thought you were dead. My body might have perished, but my soul did not. Now I can move more freely than before. Unlike you, who regard yourselves as civilized. We know immortality of the soul as fact. And death is the door to freedom. Why did you come here? I just came to fill my prescriptions at the pharmacy, and my pledge to Rosensteiner. Imagine getting woken up by some ghost weirdo in a tiki mask. I know. He's floating over your bed and says, "Hey, did you call me earlier?" No, I did not. I can't stay here any longer because you simply touched... I can't stay here any longer because you simply touched my mask. If you want to know more, you should hold the stick and wear the mask. You should try it sometime. It feels good. But I am not responsible for what may happen after that. I woke up. Was it a dream? Did Xanu really come here? My body was soaked with sweat. What did he mean by his pledge to the doctor? Well, let's go touch the mask. Hold the stick and wear the mask sounds like a BDSM thing. True. Well, let's go put him on. Let's go put on the stick and touch the mask. Yeah, walk a mile in his tiki mask and stick, yeah. You try it. My turn. Mom said it is my turn to wear the tiki mask. Where am I? Where are you taking me? Xanu, you gave us so much trouble. Now that you are caught, the rest of your people are easy to handle. You shouldn't have gotten in the way, but cooperated with us to capture Fila. You would have been spared from this. It's your own fault. Don't curse us for this. Xanu? No, I'm not Xanu. I tried to scream, but I didn't have any voice. And then my mouth started talking against my will. Poor fellows. We are of different tribes, but we are still Zaire natives. You became blinded by the money and helped them. Moreover, you're trying to capture Fila. Even if I don't curse you, Fila will. You don't need eyes that can't see the truth. Untie me, I will destroy them. Xanu, if you don't shut up, I will destroy your eyes. Go ahead if you dare, you stupid people. What am I saying? Stop. Stop it. Yep. Better wash your hands. Jamail, what happened?
You're yourself again. What's the matter with you? At this time of night and looking like this?
Eyes, my eyes.
What's wrong with your eyes?
Ah, it's you, Eliza. You probably won't believe me. You're not going to believe this, but I was Xanu.
Jamail, you must have had a nightmare after seeing the murdered priest. We can talk about it tomorrow. You should rest now.
Yes, I think I should. Yeah, so if you weren't here earlier for the beginning of this vignette, we are here at this doctor's house out in the middle of nowhere to interview him for a magazine that we work for, like a nature travel magazine. This doctor is infamous for being kind of like a prick, but he also captured this cryptid animal called a Fila. It's like a jaguar with wings. And some other shit happened, I don't know. I went back to my room and fell asleep again. What was that feeling? The pain of bound hands and pierced eyes was so real. My mind raced as I fell asleep. Didn't it hurt? Hehehe. What was it that I experienced just now? That was what happened when I still had a body. After that, I was taken to Rosensteiner, and my stick and mask were taken away from me. My dear stick and mask were taken from me. This is a special potion that I made. They possess the power to calm down Fila. I see. You killed yourself because of despair, because your eyes were damaged, and your stick and mask were taken away. Alright. Ridiculous. Despair is a word for weak people like you. I threw myself into my burning house in front of Rosensteiner because I wanted to get rid of my body. I must be free to fulfill my pledge to Steiner. Pledge? I looked at the clock. Very little time had passed since I went to bed. I wonder what he meant by pledge. I should visit the doctor's office. Not my stick. Yeah. I'll kill myself if you take my mask and stick. Man. We got so close to beating Kingdom Hearts today, but I got filtered by a 1v1 boss. In the land that time forgot, or whatever it is. The Deus Ex City. I guess it was like a final mix boss. 1v1 with Roxas, potentially. I got my ass whooped. I got kind of close, though. I got him down to less than half health on one of the tries. But, we decided to retreat. Next time we play Kingdom Hearts, I will do some Olympus to level up to level 47, so we can get that one ability that keeps you from dying to combos. I don't think that's exclusive to Final Mix. I don't know. It's just what Sonic told me. Whatever it was a really challenging fight. It was like a very sharp difficulty spike. Out of nowhere. It was cool though. I love those 1v1s in Kingdom Hearts. Doctor.
Eliza woke me up and told me something had happened at Fila's room.
Yes, I came to ask about that.
What is it?
Doctor, to tell you the truth, I met Xanu and I talked with him.
What? No, it can't be true.
But it is true. He appeared in my dream and told me to wear the stick and mask. And I saw him. I saw Xanu, whose eyes were destroyed by you and your party.
Oh no, that can't be true.
Doctor, can you please tell me about it?
I was going to tell you sooner or later. That's why I accepted your interview. But I couldn't make up my mind to tell you, yet. But I don't think I have a choice anymore. I have an idea about the recent killings.
I was stunned at the unexpected development of the story. Hey, what about the police? Were we gonna, like, go get the police or nah? I wonder if the murders have anything to do with Xanu. Exposition dump incoming.
When I was doing research on the ecology of large carnivorous animals, I heard a rumor about an unimaginably beautiful animal in Zaire. I didn't pay attention to it at first, but the more I heard about it, the greater my desire to capture it. When I summarized all the rumors, it directed me to a specified location. It was 18 years ago when I organized a large hunting party and went there. As I told you before, I also took my wife and children. When we arrived, I found out Kalana was a mysterious place, because it was completely segregated geographically from the surroundings. It had a different pace of evolution from the rest of the world. I still vividly remember how I was stunned when I saw Fila for the first time. To be more accurate, it was like a feeling of awe towards God. I strongly felt that I had to bring it home by all means. That was when my wife gave birth to our baby. Eliza was born about this time of year, in spring. Oh, it's May now, so it was exactly 18 years ago. I didn't realize Eliza turned 18 this month. We haven't celebrated yet. I felt especially pleased because she was born right after I found Fila.
Trying to recruit Fila for a special demon fusion? Yeah. Definitely Mega 10 coded.
I was convinced that the baby's birth was a good omen regarding Fila. In Kalana, however, Fila was considered to be a sacred animal. The people of Kalana, who were friendly to us at first, changed their attitude drastically and started getting hostile towards us when they found out that our purpose was to capture Fila. They gave us explicit and implicit pressures and obstructions so that we would go home. The most aggressive one was the shaman Zanu. It was quite natural because he was in charge of the worship of Fila. I didn't want to fight. I wanted to bring Fila home peacefully. But that was impossible. Among the hunting party were some soldiers. I knew that there would be many casualties among the natives if we fought. One day we succeeded in capturing Fila. That was when Zanu and the others in Kalana attacked us. When I think about it now, they were simply trying to free Fila. But we didn't think so at the time. The battle had begun, and it was over in an instant. Arrows and swords were useless against modern weaponry. Once the battle started, I couldn't stop it. Kalana was almost completely destroyed. And then, Zanu was brought in front of me. His eyes had been destroyed. The half-dead Zanu cursed me. Fila, the one you are taking with you, is sure to cause you harm. 18 years from now, when your newborn baby has grown up, Fila will revive and kill you all. And Zanu shook off the men who were holding him, jumped into his house, which was on fire. In that battle, my wife and 2 children were killed by stray bullets. Only our party had guns, so they were killed by our own people. In despair, I came home with the baby who had survived the battle, and with a caged Fila. Those tragedies were caused due to my insistence in capturing Fila. If I hadn't pressed it, the people in Kalana and my family wouldn't have died. My soul has known no peace for the past 18 years due to my sense of guilt. Since the deaths started in this village, my feelings of unrest grew even stronger. The face of Zanu glaring cursingly at me with his destroyed eyes still appears in my dream every night. The body with eyes gouged. It's been exactly 18 years since then.
I didn't know you'd been carrying such a burden in your heart. Who do you think is the killer behind these homicides?
I have no idea, but I'm sure it has something to do with the incident at Kalana. Since I am a scientist, though not a great one, I don't believe in unscientific phenomena such as curses or magic. I believe that someone who is alive is trying to revenge the incident which happened 18 years ago.
If that's true, we gotta catch the killer as soon as possible. I'll come with you. Where are we going? To the police now?
Now, let's go.
Where to? Thanks for hanging, guys. Hope you're enjoying this. Measle, it's Rosensteiner. Open the door. How many people live here? Mr. and Mrs. Measle, their son and their son's wife. Their son was the first victim, so he's not here anymore. I see. So there are 3 people now. Hey, let's go inside. Whoa. Zawardo. Ooh. Hey, you alright? That's Mr. Measle, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay. Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Moo, feather. Doctor, take a look at this. This. A feather of Fila's? Why is it here? Nice. Who's this person? Mrs. Measle. Doctor, there's blood on the knife. Did she struggle with the killer? Damn. Here's another body. Rosanna. Well. Whole house got murked. Well. Wonder what's with the filter. Another feather. A white feather. Uh-oh.
Ruth. How terrible.
I thought this guy was supposed to be like an asshole. And hard to deal with. But he's being pretty chill so far. Man, whole village is dead. Again. Oh, this... Doctor. This feather is also Fila's. The killer may be still in the neighborhood. Let's go back. It's dangerous to leave Eliza alone. Not a whole lot left of this mission. Safe and sound.
Oh, Eliza. You alright?
What happened? You're out of breath.
We looked around the neighborhood and it was horrible. Everyone's dead. Listen, Eliza, the killer may still be in the neighborhood. You stay in your room and don't come out. Make sure you lock all the doors and windows.
Yes. Doctor, we must go to Fila's room. Something bothers me.
Sure, let's go.
Fila's room. Fila, you up? Doctor, there are some blood-like spots on Fila's claws and fangs. Was that the way it was when it was stuffed?
That can't be. When I placed Fila in the case, there was no blood.
Doctor, I can tell this blood is fairly new because it's not completely dry yet.
Jamail, are you saying that this stuffed Fila killed everybody?
No, at least I don't know. But it should be considered as one of the possibilities.
If the Fila was alive, I would think it's possible. But this one's stuffed. How could a dead animal attack living people? That's hard to believe.
Shamans of Kalana could use magic to control a non-living thing by giving it temporary life. That's what I read in my father's journals.
Eliza!
I'm sorry to interrupt you. I came in because the door was open. I remember reading about it when I was organizing your papers before.
Doctor, is that really so?
Thriller dance?
People in Kalana believed that their shamans could control the dead, as well as the living. I simply noted it as a legend of Kalana. In reality, it can't be possible.
Doctor, but I think if it was Xanu, it may be possible. I don't have any specific evidence, but I experienced Xanu's life. That's the only thing I could think of. The blood attached to the claws of Fila in the glass case can't be explained with common sense. Since we don't have any other clues at this time, and until we find the truth, we might as well keep an eye on Fila. I agree. Personally, I don't think that's possible. But if you insist so much, let's watch Fila. Yes. The doctor and I decided to take turns to stay in this room and watch Fila. While looking at Fila, the words of a newspaper reporter who covered the doctor 18 years ago crossed my mind. Just between you and me, the doctor is a psychopath. I saw so many people die of strange causes when they were covering the doctor. I shivered. Could the doctor be the killer? Or is the doctor controlled by Xanu? Jamail, are you up? Ah, Eliza, why are you up in the middle of the night? I couldn't get to sleep. I tossed and turned in bed, but I was wide awake. Can we have some tea together? Sure, I'll be glad to. I was getting bored by myself. After you have a cup of tea, you should go back to your room, though. We talked while we had tea that Eliza prepared. When we talked for about 30 minutes, I had Eliza return to her room. Eliza, thanks for the tea. You should go back to your room and go to sleep. Yes, I will. Good luck and good night. Eliza said she couldn't sleep, but she probably troubled herself to prepare tea for me. Ever since Eliza was born, she encountered one tragedy after another. I sincerely pray for her happiness against all odds. My eyelids started feeling heavy as I was thinking. I sat down talking to myself and thinking it was strange that I became so sleepy. When I woke up, I'd found myself dozing off in the chair. How much time had passed? Ugh! Dun dun dun! I stood there petrified, but I was not sure for how long. I wonder if Eliza's alright. Damn, the doc got. Eliza! Hi, Jamail. You look so pale. What's wrong? Good. You're safe. Eliza, stay calm and listen to me. Your father was murdered. No! Let me tell it to you straight. Eliza, I don't know what to say. Only you and I are left except for the killer. Let's escape to the next village.
Alright.
We must go now. The village is pretty far away. Let me quickly fix some food before we go. I didn't stop her. Maybe she should keep herself busy for now. I see. Please go ahead. They're fucking crazy people. Dude. The doctor was just murdered downstairs. Violently murdered, and she wants to have tea again? I'd be fucking out of there.
Jamail, please have some tea.
Thanks. Eliza made me tea. I had some tea and decided to start preparing. Eliza, tonight's watch started to get to me. I became sleepy after I ate. I think I'll sleep for just 1 hour. Please go back to your room, lock the door, and stay there.
Yes, I understand. You should rest.
Are these people nuts? I was being facetious about Eliza being the killer, but yeah, what the hell? I pretended to drink the tea while I was waiting for her. I recalled a few things while waiting for Eliza. Eliza's finger was injured. Maisel's wife hurt the assailant with her knife. I became sleepy suddenly after I had tea that Eliza prepared. And Xanu's curse. Oh, she drugged him. That said, Xanu's curse that said 18 years from now when the baby is fully grown, Fila will revive and kill you all. I thought that when the baby is fully grown was just an expression, but it was as literal as it implied. The baby Eliza will be fully grown in 18 years. She turned 18 this month. Xanu must have put this curse on Eliza. Uh-oh. Here she comes. Ooh. I was waiting for you to come, Eliza. Were you waiting for me to kill you? Xanu, you possessed Eliza, didn't you? Get out of her body. It's pretty convenient to have a body. I can't let it go yet. Besides, I will kill this girl when her body is no longer of use to me. Would I let Rosensteiner's lineage continue? The doctor told me about it. That wasn't what he planned and desired. That tragedy happened due to circumstances over which the doctor had no control. Shut up. It was caused because Steiner wanted Fila. He was the root of all evil. If only Steiner had not come, Kalana would have continued to enjoy a long, peaceful history. Even if the doctor didn't pursue Fila, somebody else would have opened the door of Kalana someday. Besides, no matter how tragic the incident might have been, if you consider it as the seed for happiness, that tragedy would be able to be converted to greater happiness. You're merely increasing the tragedy by using it as armor. I heard enough preaching. You will be the next offering to Fila. Whoa. What's going on with Eliza? She's sleeping. Otherwise, I can't control her body as I wish. I will cast you away from Eliza. Are you crazy? You are not even awake. How are you going to do it? I promised the doctor that I would protect Eliza. Try it and learn your weaknesses. Uh-oh. Perhaps Eliza is controlled by Xanu, by the stick and mask. I must destroy both the stick and mask without hurting Eliza. Hey, John. This game is cool. It's called Juggernaut on PlayStation 1. I think we're gonna get killed. I'd most likely be killed if I fought now. Use your brain. I put on my robe and wizard hat, or stick and hockey mask. What should I do? I can't fight barehanded. Is there anything that I can use as a weapon? Uh-oh. Sword. Hiya. Oh shit. Mm. Grody. Eliza. Nice. There's actually quite a lot of game left. I don't think we'll even be able to finish this tomorrow. Possibly, but I'm not sure. Eliza, are you alright? Eliza. Mama. That's the 5th demon we've exorcised. The first time we saw a demon like that come out was so sick. How's everybody feeling? Wait. Slightly EP, so if I disappear, don't be surprised. Yeah. I'm unsure what my next move is here. If I continue gaming, I need to stand up. But, yeah, if I do continue gaming, also, I'm not sure if to continue with this or play something else, or I don't know what I'm feeling. True.
Judge just redeemed hydrate.
Feeling the need to pee? True. I'm gonna stand up and think about it. Been a lot of breaks tonight. Sleepy, so good night. Hey, good night, Ancient Bones. Thanks for hanging.
僕たちの罪はどうすれば癒されるのだろう。
I'll be back in just a few minutes. Thanks, everybody.
そして私は届かない空見上げるフラワー慰めるふりで近づく蜂たちに蜜を与え落ちてゆく花びら土に帰れる時を待つ悲しみも染み込んでこない心の果てに眠る素顔 Black Juice 口づけも愛も欲しくない憎しみへとたどり着けた時私は癒される悲しみも染み込んでこない心の果てに眠る素顔
Alright. I'm back. However, while I was up, I decided I'm just gonna call it here for tonight. Appreciate you guys. Silent, Ancient Bones, John, Mahina, A2, Clover, Funky. I think that's everybody. If I missed somebody, sorry. Anyone lurking, appreciate you too. And Dark Bulb, yes. And Mario. Hey. How's it going, man? Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow night with something. So, I'll give you guys a heads up. Take it easy. Have a great night tonight. Have a great day tomorrow, and I'll see you then.